Ladies and gentlemen, we have waited the requisite time. Now, we begin. Ow! I clapped wrong! It hurts! Ow, shit! Shit. Ow! You know the part at the bottom of your hand where there's like a little bit of bone there and it's the fat of your palm? I always forget to be careful when I'm clapping because I always hurt myself that way. Hello, can you hear me? How many of you can hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me, because that will tell me who can't. And I'm drooling. Fuck. Yay! I'm a bung for Halloween. Sorry, it's warm in here and my brain is going a little. Where's Burb? Where's Burb? Where's the Burb? Where is Burb? Where is Burb? Where is Burb? Where is... Ouch, ouch, ouch. My leg. Stop hitting your leg, stupid. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I was trying to be entertaining in your absence. Alright. Shutting laptop. Sound off. Hey. Alright. I am in position for fun. Fun. Ouch, my leg. Alright. I've rearranged myself comfortably. Let us begin. Alright. So, which option do we pick? We're being asked why there's a certain reason someone in a club always plays the piano. So do we think that reason is A, nobody wants to play, B, someone died, or C, wait for Sumika to answer. It was the music club. There's a certain spooky reason behind why they play the piano for the miniature garden speech. There is a huge spider outside my window building a web. Okay, he's not actually that big, but his legs are like really long. Oh, there's two of them. My goodness. Yeah, I kind of want to see what Sumika says. So... Well, my vote doesn't count. Your votes count. Yes, rule of Mario, never trust the fucking piano! Because otherwise... It's hard to demonstrate a biting piano over voice. I need a camera. And you can see me in all my tank top and booby glory. It's a 4 piano! Get in the car! Daddy, why is there piano in Africa? I don't know! But even here? Why are we in Africa? I don't know! This stupid car! The car beeps loudly and angrily. Alright. Okay, you said someone died, and Spazzy said someone died, so we're going with someone died. Someone died or something? I didn't really know anything, but that sounded enough like a mystery. Yep, somebody fucking died! The car is lying. Yep, that's right. Itsuki answered my question in a joking tone. Someone died. I continued to listen. It was a day before the miniature festival. A male student that stayed after school to practice suddenly started rambling about something and jumped out the window. Okay. I glanced at the window. It was still evening outside. A male student playing piano in the classroom, but then the sound suddenly ceases, and after a few moments the silence is broken by a demented scream. As you turn to see what's going on, you see the student rambling nonsense, his eyes empty as the void, and raving so, he staggers toward the window. With not a hint of second thoughts, the student jumps outside. Is how I imagined it could have gone. And since then, only the preparation committee's members were allowed to stay after school and practice playing the piano. Itsuki's voice pulled me back to reality. If that was how it went down, I guess the student in question must not have belonged to the committee. Even if we consider that it really happened, how does it make sense to give the committee members such preferential treatment? I don't know. Maybe it makes it easier to hush incidents that way. Apparently Itsuki doesn't know much about that part either. That wasn't very convincing as far as I was concerned. Anyway, because of that story, there eventually appeared a rumor that if you stay after school and practice the piano, you'll be killed by that student. Yay, school! Why is this school open? Because seriously, irrespective of all this bullshit, if the rumor that after the miniature festival a student dies is true, that means every year the festival is run, someone has died. Every year. There's a bit at least. I don't know, where does this murderer come from, but maybe the murderer is a student who died some other bullshit way, but if someone has died every year, how is this school still open? Because a school that had that... You had a student jump out the fucking window for no apparent reason. You have students turning up dead after a festival. At the very least, they would demand you stop having the festival, because clearly that's the catalyst. There is some hinky shit going on at the school. Oh, hi, AJ.
Here's your bottle of KO Pectate.
You didn't know? We got it all. We drank it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, dear. Yeah, Japan does have high suicide student rates, doesn't it? True. Still, there's suicide, and then there's abruptly going cattywampus in the head while playing the piano and throwing yourself out a window. There's suicide, and then there's clear psychotic break. Is there anything in that story that relates to our situation? Ayana, who was only listening till now, obviously unnerved, spoke up. That's a really bad sentence. Yeah, well, this whole story allegedly happened right before the Metro Festival, so the timing overlaps at least. Itsuki made a sinister smile. I'd always said wore a sinister smile or something. He was enjoying himself a bit too much, I feel. Want to try? I can play. No! We're not going to taunt that. You do not taunt Happy Fun Ghost. Yes! Ah! What's the matter with you? Ayana clutched my sleeve in response to Itsuki's joke. I'm pointing at you, but you can't see me. Damn it! I really need a camera. Yes, I'd be very curious to see that, but Ayana Senpai seems to be against the idea, so let's maybe try and not stick our lives on this! Or risk our lives on this. Sumika, probably noticing Ayana's reaction, came to the rescue. If you really want to try it, you can go ahead and do it on your own. It doesn't seem like there's anything in this room, so we'll go ahead. Mia also joined our side. I was just kidding. I'm sorry, Ayana. No, I'm sorry. It's just I'm kind of scared by this after all. I can't blame you. Let's go check another room. And we finally leave the music room. Okay. I'm talking to my friends. We're streaming a game. Yeah, I suppose it is a bit strange. Okay. We are officially in unknown territory. The last time we played this game, we did not make it past that question because stuff happened. So, here we are. Totally new territory. Science lab. Sumika spun around as she entered the room. It seemed like she was having fun. Somehow. Is it something like a moving skeleton? Actually, I've heard that a lot of Japanese schools have a rumor or whatever with, something in the science lab will do such and such, and it's almost always either the teaching skeleton or the anatomical dummy. And, excuse me for a second, I desperately need to blow my nose. Yeah, Sumika's probably on crack. Ow. Oh, that's so much better. I can breathe now. Alright. Ayana mumbled her idea in a very anxious voice. The two were in complete contrast to each other. Warm, but not exactly it, I guess. Isuki answered Ayana. There was something that happened with the... I have never seen that word before, and I have no idea what it is. But it could be these things on the sides of the tables, maybe? But okay, a model skeleton thingy with muscles. Something happened. Again with the quizzes. Sumika again seemed to be considering this with the utmost seriousness. Meanwhile, Kamiya began expecting the room on her own again, while Ayana seemed to be too upset to even begin thinking. Oh wait, you guys have free reign of your computers. You're not streaming. Somebody look that up. Somebody look that up and paste the definition. Oh. So, okay, and however you pronounce that damn word is what you call an anatomical skeleton thingy with muscles on it. There we go. Alright, so. Someone stole it, someone died, wait for Sumika to answer. So, do we assume... Yes, the Colossal Titan. So do we wait? Do we assume thievery, or do we assume death? Yeah, everything kind of results in death around here. I kind of want to see what Sumika says, just to see if it's totally crack. So what does she say? I decided to wait until Sumika finished wrestling with whatever insane idea she had in her brain this time. Ah! Was it related to some sort of a lover squirrel? I wish you could see the look I'm giving her right now, because it's quite the look. you implying it was damaged while people were fighting? I could accept that. Wow, that would be a really expensive accident, wouldn't it? Man, where the hell did that come from? I know, right? Shibaya, you are surprisingly close. What? No way! I gave Utsuki a very dubious look as Sumika celebrated her victory. Well, the end result itself was... Oh, come on! Was the death of one female student. Right. I suddenly heard Komiya say Ayana's name behind my back. Okay! Hey, come back here! There's no E in pardon, by the way. Also, what happened? Skeleton plus girl... death? Oh, is there an E in French? Okay, there's an E in French. It's like one of those step 1, 2, 3 prophet things. Step 1, girl. Step 2, skeleton. Step 3, step 4, death! What happened? I turned around to see her guiding Ayana, who seemed like she was about to faint, away from us. I thanked Komiya in my heart and faced Itsuki again. The insides of the murdered student apparently disappeared! Well, I think you can already tell where I'm going with this, but all of her organs were found stuffed inside the skeleton, or the Akorche. So, somebody was murdered, and they stuffed her insides into the model. Okay. The image alone was enough to make me feel sick. How is this school still open? Because if that one is true, that is serial killer levels of crazy. You have ripped a girl's insides out and stuffed them into an anatomical model. Whoever you are crazy. The school should have been closed after that. Somebody should be talking about the time the school was closed, or something. If that was true, the culprit must have been beyond insane. I know, right? So how is that related to a lover's quarrel? Damn, Sumika was pretty good at handling this stuff. The culprit wasn't found in the end, but... yeah, the murdered female student was infamous for having relationships with multiple guys, and some say she was killed by them. By one of them. Others say the Akorche killed her because it was jealous of the vitality she had. Okay, so... 1, jealous boyfriend, or 2, supernatural. I would normally go with jealous boyfriend, but a skeleton coming to life and stealing your organs in this school seems way too fucking plausible. Do crazy people know they're crazy? Do they just look at themselves, jacking it to guns and ammo, covered in green jello, and think, God damn, it is amazing how crazy I really am? Or do they just sit there going, all day long? It's probably option 2. Mwahaha, I have horrified you. Also, I've just realized this isn't scientific equipment back here. This is glass-fronted cabinets full of beakers and microscopes and weight scales. I thought it was machinery, but it's just cabinets. But yeah, skeleton coming to life and stealing someone's organs for their vitality is horrifyingly plausible at this point. I see. This one was seriously fucked up. I glanced at Sumika to see her deep in thought with a serious expression. Morimoto-senpai. I'd like to confirm it just in case, but the vitality you're talking about just refers to life, and not that white, are you fucking nuts or something? Meanie said it was a lover squirrel. How was I supposed to know? Besides, you're the last person I'd like to be called that by. You're the one who said that. Also, they said this incident happened on the evening of the miniature festival. Oh, there you are, Star. Whoops. Don't worry, I'll be posting all the recordings tomorrow to my YouTube. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I will be making them public. So in that regard, hi future people who may be watching this that I'm not actually friends with. I apologize for my insanity. No, I don't. I don't apologize. Get fucked. The air instantly grew tense in response to Isuki's words. The evening of the miniature festival? Wasn't that... It's now! The room was still colored in the orange of dusk. At this hour, the last events should be about to start at the gym. Not like anything would start with us being the only people here. I'm pretty sure you guys are in, like, some kind of side dimension. One removed from reality. Like, if anybody watches Linkara, you guys are in the future. There's a certain point in one of the recent storylines where, to hide from someone, they go into a sideways of reality version of his storeroom. It's really cool. And I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. You guys are sideways of reality, so it picked you up and put you here while you were unconscious, and as far as the rest of the school is concerned, you are missing. Excuse me. The Akoche was usually kept in the anteroom. If I opened its doors right now, I wonder if I'd find it changed somehow. Well, this is a science lab. I guess they keep it in some kind of storage room until it's in use. Or maybe it might jump out at us itself if we dally in this room. Well, it's just another rumor, but I suppose it's still curious, given that's yet again related to the miniature festival. Yeah, it's just a rumor. Oh? You seem to be unusually phased this time. Well, yeah, you told me a girl got her organs ripped out and stuffed into scientific equipment. Yes, I'm a little startled. I guess the tense air got to me. Don't worry, I'll make sure to put you out of your misery if you get possessed. That's reassuring, isn't it? So you're gonna kill me just like that. Besides, I don't think possession was much related to this story anyway. Are you finished? Komiya came back after noticing our conversation slowing down. I glanced at Ayana to see her looking a little bit better, I think. Thanks for looking after her, Komiya. Are you alright, Ayana? Yeah, I talked with Ryo for a while and calmed down. I'm sorry for making you worry again. I don't know how she stands having bells right next to her ears. That would drive me nuts. It's nothing, and I mean it. Anyway, thanks, Komiya. I wanted to talk with Ayana myself. Also, we looked around for clues together, but found nothing. I don't think our story would prove to be much of a clue either. I guess we're done with this place then. Yes, she needs to know where her hair is at all times. Still, I had to admit there was quite a disproportionate amount of unsettling rumors surrounding the miniature festival. There was no way of telling how much truth there was in them, but there must have been at least something to start them all. Yeah. Rumors like that don't just start by themselves. Rumors that start by themselves are like, our school is so old that it has a dumbwaiter in on the third Wednesday of the month. No, and on the Wednesday before a leap year, the dumbwaiter moves by itself. Like, that's the kind of rumor that starts by itself just because kids are passing bullshit back and forth. Murder? No, that kind of rumor doesn't start by itself. I watched a show ages ago called something. Oh, I think it was Dusk Maiden Amnesia. And one of the school's 7 mysteries had something to do with their dumbwaiter. One of the school's mysteries had something to do with their dumbwaiter moving up and down by itself. Of course, there's a ghost involved, so the ghost does that, but... here, let me type it for you. I keep telling you to watch it with me, by the way. I gotta watch it with you. It's amazing. It's 13 episodes. It's fantastic and amazing. I love it. Yesterday I would have just laughed them all off, but having found myself in a fucked up situation like this, I had to reconsider my reasoning a little. Perhaps it wasn't magical or really mysterious in nature, but something might very well have happened during this festival in the past. Alright, let's go to the next one. We all followed after Isuki. Sumika? Yeah? Ayana addressed Sumika just before she could leave the room. Can we hold hands, after all? It's okay if you don't want to. Aw, that's cute. She was probably still worried about what happened earlier. Her voice as timid as I'd ever heard. Awesome! I'll lead the way, milady! Aw, they're so cute! Sumika broke into a wild grin, and taking Ayana's hand, she continued onwards. The two seemed to be all right, for now at least. Yasunari, a silent voice, almost a whisper, reached me from behind as the other three had moved a short distance away. That's a really wonky sentence. I think Ayana's parents were killed. Huh? Ayana has not at fault. I think so too, but how do you? I asked her a little earlier. We might learn more about that incident soon. That's all I can say for now. Oh no, I've given Burb diabetes. Somebody call a doctor. I see. I wonder what exactly she had discussed with Ayana back there. You know, it's funny, my sister's friend's name is Ayana. It's not spelt like this, of course. This is Japanese. And I actually, come to think of it, I'm probably pronouncing all these names wrong. Because I am not Japanese. And how the hell was that related to what was happening now? But Komiya said nothing more and left the classroom. What was going on here? For real? Bullshit. Bullshit is going on here. For really, really reals. We continued to be dragged from one place to another by Isuki for a while. I also looked around to see if I could find any clues as to the truth of this situation, but I couldn't find anything. In the end, all we learned during our rest tour that was really seemed like the time wasn't moving forward, and that there were a lot of weird rumors about weirdness right before, during, or after the miniature festival. Eventually, we found ourselves on the roof again. So what are we gonna do now? I leaned against the fence. Maybe we should try jumping. Would be hilarious if it turned out to be the right answer. Is it me, or does his head seem way too big for his body here? That looks completely out of proportion. All of this. What the fuck? I guess you could climb these, actually. They're chain link and they're not spiky on the top. In other words, we're at our wit's end, huh? I was too tired to react seriously anymore. I gave a small sigh and looked up at the sky. It didn't change at all, as though time had stopped. I wondered what the deal was with that. Well, meanwhile, Isuki let out a tentative voice as though having an idea. Man, I want to get hold of the scriptwriter and just yell at them for 5 minutes. What? Well, I can't vouch for the credibility of this information. Yeah? There's a rumor about a non-existent mystery. Oh? That! Oh? Are we getting somewhere? You know something about that, Komiya? I turned to see her rummaging through the insides of her plush toy. Ta-da! She pulled out a piece of paper from her bag. What's that? Sumika came closer to peer at it. I found this before regrouping with you earlier. It seems to be a note related to the 7 mysteries. We all came closer and looked at the piece of paper in her hands. Yes! Flatter everything! Take Frisk's example and flirt with all in your path! They will fall to your romantic mastery! The mystery takes the dead violated by the narcotic into its prison. Such is the root of the horror. The mystery takes the dead violated by the narcotic into its prison. Such is the root of the horror. Does that mean we're in the midst of a shared hallucination? Have we been knocked out and drugged? The hell is this supposed to mean? I do not know exactly, but I feel it's related to what Isuki just said. Komiya, could it be you found it in that room? Yes. That room? What are you two talking about? I found her in the old principal's office that's usually locked. Huh? You found her in a locked room? I happen to have the key. Oh? See, his body looks in proportion now. Maybe it was just that angle. Komiya pulled one mystery out after another. Should we investigate? Ayana turned to Itsuki. Yeah, I'm a bit curious. The mystery takes the dead violated by the narcotic. That did sound meaningful. Almost forcefully so. Ria-senpai, what's written on the second one? Komiya seemed as though she had forgotten about it until Sumika pointed it out. She hastily pulled it out of her bag again. The girl exists? That was all that was written on the second piece of paper. What could that mean? Sumika said it before I could. It was so random I couldn't even begin to guess what it was about. Huh? Isn't there something more on the second one, written in faint ink or something? Huh? I blinked my eyes and considered the piece of paper again. Ah, I see it now. There was another faint line below the more obvious one. But it seemed like the paper was ripped right in the middle of it. The stairs leading to underground storage? I wonder what this is about. Yeah, schools in Japan do have basements. Again, in Dusk Maiden Amnesia, the story starts when the main character walks into the basement. We have an underground storage? Isn't that the place with the do not enter sign? Uh-oh. Achoo! Excuse me. Ugh, I must be coming down with a cold thanks to the weather going wonky. Ah, at the end of the corridor on the first floor? Ayana reacted to Itsuki's words. At the end of the corridor. Ah, that's right. There was a room we couldn't enter there. Want to go take a look? She's so cute when she smiles! Yee, so cute! Even if she turns out to be evil, she's still super, super cute! Yeah, we don't know what else to do in any case, and don't you feel like we're getting closer to something? For some reason, Isuki has suddenly addressed Komiya. His attitude is cheerful and laid back as always. You want my consent? You were snooping around the old principal's office, so I figured you're just as interested as I am. I'm a girl. I have immense powers of squee. Yes, I am pretty interested. I'm interested too. We should hurry now that we have a clear goal. Huh? Sumika took Ayana's hand and proceeded onwards. Ayana seemed to be feeling better too, as she smiled while squeezing Sumika's hand back and followed after her. Ah, so cute! Ah, cute! I really wonder what that fit on the stairs back there was all about. Yasunari? Yeah? Komiya's voice brought me back to reality, and I started walking too. Oh. Are we curious? Or have we made up? Do do Okay, my lungs didn't like that, but I'm abruptly very, very proud of myself for managing to do that. That was Jeopardy, as sung by a ghost. Okay, so we have 1 vote for made up. Do we have 1 or 2 votes for talking about? Oh, save! Save. Made up. It seems like Sumika and Ayana made up all right. Ayana was the type to wear her heart on her sleeve. I don't think she would have been capable of putting on a friendly act in front of Sumika just because she felt bad. At one point I was starting to get seriously worried. But it seemed like everything would be okay, at least as far as those two were concerned. It's not locked. Itsuki was looking at the door at the end of our destination. The door was always locked with a "Do Not Enter" sign on it. I wonder who could have opened it. I gave Komiya a glance. It wasn't me! She returned me an indignant look. Oh, I'm sorry, Star. You go lie down if you need to. Don't worry, this'll be up tomorrow. For future reference, tomorrow being May 23rd. Good gravy, where is the year gone? I wonder if this proves there's someone else in here besides us after all. I'm not so sure about that. Still, the doors most certainly didn't unlock on their own. Did they open before we found ourselves here? Or was someone in our group lying? After all, each of us had a period we acted on our own. Okay, good night, Star! I hope you feel better. See you tomorrow. I mean, even Ayana might have woken up before me and... What was I even thinking? Even if that was the case, what was the point of opening random doors? This weird situation was getting in my head. Well, it's unlocked and all, so let's go and check what that note was all about. Itsuki opened the door with no hesitation at all. Ah, Sumika suddenly let out a small whimper-like sound. I looked to her to see her usual chipper mood gone, almost as though it was an illusion. Her face was contorted in palpable anxiety. Oh no! Sumika, what's wrong? Ayana addressed her in a worried voice. I'm sorry, but can I wait for everyone here? Is something wrong? I don't know, I suddenly got kind of scared. Doesn't the air feel real creepy beyond that door? I gave the space beyond the door a peek. Yeah, it opened right to stairs leading down, so it was pretty dark and dusty, and for some reason there was a big mirror on the wall. It wasn't the most pleasant place I'd ever seen, that's for sure. Why the fuck is there a mirror? Why is there a mirror? What do you need a mirror for? Why not? We're only gonna take a peek at the place, so we may as well have someone on guard duty. Evil mirror! Random giant mirrors are always evil! Oh! It's Davy! Hi, Davy! Hi! You missed my diabetes-inducing squeakiness. Ah, then I'll wait behind with Sumika. It's gonna be less scary that way, right? I'll stay behind with them. It doesn't feel right leaving 2 girls behind. That's a good idea. Then Komiya and I will check downstairs. Yeah. Be careful down there since the lock was open and all. If we run into someone there, I'm gonna bolt like a rabbit, don't you worry. See you soon! Itsuki and Komiya disappeared beyond the doors. The 3 of us remained in a dead silent corridor. Excuse me. Are you alright? Excuse me a second, I need some water. That's better. Ayana came closer to Sumika, who in the meantime seemed to have sat down with her back against the wall. I wonder what this is. I don't know myself, but all of a sudden I became kind of scared, I think. She seemed to have suddenly gotten pretty pale, yeah. It was as though her and Niana's positions were suddenly reversed. The two will probably take some time to come back. Do you want to go to some classroom and find a more comfortable chair? No, the music is still going. Sumika? She lowered her head without an answer. Ayana, too, looked at her with worried eyes. Huh? Wait. The scene of Ayana's fit surfaced in my mind. Uh-oh. As Sumika raised her face, her eyes seemed kind of vacant. Sumika? Traitor! Ah! Ah! Sumika suddenly let out a cry and pushed Ayana away from her. Ayana! What the hell was that supposed to be? Ah! No thank you! I don't want it! Nope! Crazy face! Crazy face! Oh, hi. Good night, Star. Right, I remember now. That's right! Sumika started mumbling to herself. Ayana and I, both confused, could do nothing but stare at her. I'm alright. I'm sorry for going weird there for a second. And just like that, she seemed to return to normal. Are you sure you're feeling okay? Yes! I'm sorry, Ayana-senpai. I surprised you, didn't I? Are you still upset by what I did earlier? I got my revenge. Now we're even. Sumika gave Ayana her hand with a smile. Yeah. Ayana, still seemingly a bit out of it, took Sumika's hand and stood up. Both of them were smiling right now, but I couldn't help feeling something was off. And in that moment, the door suddenly opened again. You were pretty quick. Yeah, it turns out that place was just a storage for old student registries. It had all the records back from when the school was established, so I guess they kept it locked for privacy reasons. Is that so? What about the stairs? Unfortunately, we couldn't figure anything out, but I'll keep thinking. I see. We didn't follow them down the way we followed Itsuki to where the... Previously on Miniature Garden, Rio ended up in an old office by herself, and then Itsuki turned up. But this time, we didn't follow them down the stairs, which is what I was expecting. I was expecting the three to be left upstairs, and Komiya and Itsuki to have a short adventure by themselves. From what I caught in my glimpse, there didn't seem to be anything particularly special with those stairs. If there was a clue, I guess it would be that mirror. If we continue going down the ghost story route, then the amount of steps changing depending on time is a pretty common story. Like, what the... Well, that's kind of weird. There's space here for more words. Like there would suddenly be 13 steps in the middle of the night, right? But it doesn't seem like we're in for the night soon, from the look of things. Did you know? This one horror story is particularly effective because that's the same amount of steps gallows have, apparently. Why do you know that? Speaking of that, mirrors were a common artifact used to protect places against demonic spirits, too. Huh? Is that so? Yasunari, do you think there is something about that mirror? Not necessarily. I just thought it was a weird place for one, that's all. Yeah, why would anyone want to put a mirror in a place that's usually locked and forbidden to enter? Ayana agreed with me. Maybe they just didn't have space for it anywhere else. Well, that's possible, I guess. I'll go take a look. Komiya went back to the doors again. Something wrong? No. She fixed her eyes on the ground again. Uh-oh. Is she gonna flip out again in front of everybody? Shibaya, you seemed really scared about us going down there before, too. Could it be you actually know something about that room? You're reading too much into this! In that case, maybe you want me to go and check it myself, then? Your voice is shaking. I can check it just fine, don't worry. With that, Komiya disappeared beyond the doors. Itsuki followed her. The three of us were left behind, looking down on them from the top of the stairs. The mirror itself looks pretty normal. I guess it's old, but that's about it. Itsuki began inspecting the thing. I heard Ayana inhale a tense breath. Want to try moving it? Yes. Itsuki tried to slowly push the mirror to his side. Ah! For a moment it felt like as though time had stopped. Behind the mirror, there was an extremely conspicuous human-sized hole! What the hell is that? I couldn't imagine how one could accidentally open a hole like that. No matter how I looked at it, it looked like it was artificially made and then hidden with a mirror. I think it's possible to pass through it. No! No! Step away from Amigara Fault! It's spreading! Run for your lives! Hide on the roof! Get away! Get away, children! Kamiya said so after taking a short peek inside. At least get some flashlights! There's gotta be flashlights in this school, right? In case the power goes out? Somebody get a flashlight! I'll go check. You stand guard, Kamiya. No, there might be a murderer in there! But leave dirty work to men. Seriously. Really? With that laid-back remark, he went right into the hole. It's my hole! It was made for me! It seemed like it went at a downward angle. This hole was made for me! Steps into a donut. As Itsuki slowly sank down outside of our sight. He sure had nerves of steel. We all fell silent and waited. And then after 5 or so minutes, Itsuki suddenly reappeared. What did you find? He didn't answer. He actually seemed kind of out of it. Itsuki? Oh boy. I think there was a rope. And a skeleton or something like that. Itsuki pulled out his mobile phone. Kamiya looked at its LCD screen. Yes, it definitely looks that way. By the way, here's the picture date. I'm not messing with you or anything. I heard Sumika, who seemed to have moved further away from us before I knew it, let out a deep breath. She was staring at the ground with confused eyes. Oh boy, here we go. Special artwork and anything. Hold on to your butts, lady and gentlemen. And burb. Hey, Sumika? Haha. Oh boy. Ah. As I tried arresting her, she suddenly burst into laughter and ran away further down into the corridor. Ah! Ayana was about to go after her, but... Wait, Ayana! I caught her by the arm. But... to confirm what we already know, go after her. What say you? I'm gonna save. Again. Yes. Reconfirm or go! Choose quickly! Alright, that's 1 for go after her. What, Davy? Vote clearly! Vote clearly! That's 2 for go after her! We're going! I'll go after her. You stay here and wait for Kamiya and Itsuki. If you don't want me to go on my own, we can just go together. What happened? Oh wow. Hello, storage room. Kamiya finally noticed something odd was going on upstairs. Itsuki also returned. Well, that's dark and creepy in there. Sumika suddenly ran away somewhere, and she was acting kind of strange since we found these doors. Anyway, I'll go look for her. Yasunari! What? I'll go too. Let's look for her together. As Itsuki ascended the stairs, wiping dust off his clothes. But Shibaya was scared, and I feel like I kind of made it worse. I want to take responsibility, if you will. In that case, we should all look for her. I think it would be better if you didn't look for her now, Ayana. Huh? Kamiya appeared from the doors behind Itsuki. Yasunari, did something strange happen while we were downstairs? I guess she was talking back when they were in the storeroom, not looking at the mirror. Sumika did suddenly push Oyana away. I guess you could say there was something. But that was just a joke, Sumika. I feel it would be better to leave her to the two. Ayana had a similar experience with Sumika before. Seems like we got it figured. Yeah, I wonder if Kamiya knew what was going on. In any case, I did notice there was something obviously off with both Ayana and Sumika earlier, too. We've got no way to contact each other. It's a bit of a pain, but let's divide the same floor between us. What are you planning to do, Kamiya? We'll wait here, is that okay? Yeah. Alright, let's go. Yeah, be careful down here. You too. We left them behind. Well then, I wonder where we should even start. You seem to be pretty calm about this. There doesn't seem to be a thing in the world that can upset you. There's that weird pose again. That's not necessarily true. What if I'm just acting like this to mask my anxiety? If you say so. Still, I wonder where we should start. There was no way to leave the school, so she must be somewhere around, but I wonder why she even ran away in the first place. She was acting weird, but that totally didn't make sense. You think she ran away because we were investigating that place? You mean that hole behind the mirror? Yeah, and before that, I feel she started acting weird right after we found that door. Yeah, she was a bit unstable while we were waiting for you, too. She said she was suddenly getting scared, then pushed Diana away, calling her a traitor or something. Ah, that's right. She said something about having remembered something. What did she remember? I don't know, but it seemed like she felt she figured something out. I wonder what that could have been. No idea. I never got the chance to ask her. Now that I thought about it, I shouldn't let it slide like that. We fell silent for a while, only our footsteps reverberating against the walls of the empty corridor. Sumika was nowhere in sight. You know, I skimmed over the names of the current students of our school in the registry when we were downstairs. Huh? Well, good for you, I guess? Shibaya's name wasn't there. Huh? Is she a ghost? I don't think I just missed it. There are not that many students in our school to begin with. Then why the hell wasn't it there? Why do you think? Isuki's tone sounded dead serious. He was just as calm as before, but now he wasn't fooling around. You don't remember how you met her. Komiya's note, skeleton in that hole. This lack of her name in the registry, her running away. Can't you come up with a few theories at least? Theories. Sumika was obviously unnerved by the storage room. She ran away right after Isuki found the skeleton. Komiya's note said something about dead students and narcotics. Another note leading us to the storage room. And the lack of Sumika's name in the registry we found there. Well, at the very least, it sounded like Sumika was somehow related to that room. Though, hell if I knew how. I hope it wasn't something insane like the... Why?
See all the new friends I've made? Those are really, you would really get along with. They're Elvapta people too, and look at them when they just came out.
I hope it wasn't something insane like the dead body Isuki found being Sumika's or some creepy shit like that. Well, when you put it like that, there seems to be a whole lot of weird going on with her. Right, can I see that picture too? Ah, here you go. Isuki fiddled with his phone to go to the picture archive. The hell? I can only see the rope. I'm sorry, Komiya and I just made that part up. Eh? We found Shibaya's name in another year's registry. Oh! Isuki!
Do you want to hit it? It's your neck.
Later. Huh? We found her name in an old registry. Lucky for us, it was in the very first registry file. First? You mean that of the establishing year? Yes. I guess you can't deny the possibility of someone having the same name, but it would be pretty crazy if it really turned out to be her. Or rather, as weird as it sounds, I can't help feeling it is. Her name wasn't in this year's registry, so yeah, it kind of... If that was the case, why do you think Shibaya ran away after hearing what I said? I've been thinking that Shibaya might be one of the victims of the very first miniature festival way back in the past. And the school covered it up. He was serious through and through. Well, that sounds like something a crazy person would say. What do you think the Sumika we're currently searching for is, then? A ghost? I knew you'd go into the occult. Although, with all those horror stories our school is full of, that was all actually almost a natural answer. Sorry, my sister got home from where she was and she was showing me something really quick. Yasunari, don't tell me you think you're acting perfectly normal yourself. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I've already noticed a few weird things about your behavior. Weird things about my behavior? What, for example? The first would be when I first met Shibaya. Well, I guess the fact you couldn't remember how you'd met her is related to this case we've been discussing just now. Anything else? When Ayana disappeared the first time... Well, she wasn't there already when I first met you. So can you tell for sure she was even there with you at the beginning? Ayana was definitely there when I woke up. I could touch her and I heard her voice. I even heard the sound of that bell in her hair. Have you heard this story? If you tell someone with a blindfold, you'll splash them with boiling water, and then splash normal water on them. For a second, their brain tricks them into feeling the heat. Then there's the placebo effect. Our sensations aren't always to be trusted. That's a creepy expression. Thank you. But I found Ayana in the infirmary. It was natural for me to assume she was there to begin with. Instead of trusting your words while you were hanging out with Shibaya, whose existence was also a mystery. Was he right? Was there something wrong with me? Just like Ayana and Sumika were acting weird, was I, too, acting like that without even realizing it? I did go off the rails when I thought I saw Ayana in the fountain. Komiya told me to look reality in the face. And Sumika wanted to confirm whatever I saw with her own eyes before taking action. But in the end, we couldn't leave the school. And Isuki found Ayana in the infirmary instead. But Ayana was definitely there with me in the classroom. Still, only Sumika and I could confirm that. I'm pretty sure Sumika exchanged words with Ayana back then, too. Was there a possibility that it was actually Isuki who was acting strange? I hadn't seen that registry file myself. And he lied about the picture he took earlier, too. She doesn't seem to be on this floor. Oh, we're back in the stairwell. Isuki's words brought me back to reality. I was drowning in a swamp of conjectures before I knew it. Let's check the other floor. Yeah, I feel like we spent most of our time here looking for someone. Tell me about it. We continued upstairs. I wonder why Shibaya ran away. That's probably because she couldn't force herself to stay with us for any longer, I guess. Then why is that? I didn't know. I didn't know when I was beyond confused at this point. We fell silent for a while, eventually reaching the second floor, which looks exactly like the first floor. How convenient! I'm sorry. You were confused back then, too. Yeah, well, I have to admit, I'm kinda confounded by everything. Kinda? I was confused. I was completely perplexed. Wait, was he talking about now, or Yasunari? My head. Yasunari! Well. Gentlemen, we're unconscious. Iguchi-senpai! Oh, there she is. Sumika? I slowly opened my eyes to Sumika's worried face. I looked around to realize I was sitting with my back against the wall. What was I doing again? Ah, that's right, I was looking for Sumika with Isuki. Where's Isuki? I don't know, he wasn't here when I found you. I see. I slowly stood up. I felt a bit lightheaded, probably because I've been unconscious just now. I'm sorry for running off like that. Yeah, are you feeling better now? Yes, there was just something I wanted to pick up. Pick up? This! Sumika suddenly pulled a knife out of her pocket. Looking at its sharp edge, I started feeling a bit uncomfortable. What are you planning to do with that? Why are you looking at me like that? It's just for self-defense. I mean, it's possible there's someone after us in this school, right? What if the skeleton was the culprit? What did Isuki say about that again? Right. It was just something he and Komiya made up on the spot, I think. That's weird. My memories seem all jumbled up for some reason. Yes, that is not a kitchen knife. A kitchen knife would have a straight back. This one doesn't. This is a small combat knife. For, cutting wood and rope and people. It's the kind of thing you'd take camping with you. Anyway, I got what I came for. So how about we return and pick up Ayana together? We can look for Orimoto together later. Yeah. Komiya did say earlier that Sumika randomly had a knife in the bathroom, didn't she? She must have dropped it in the bathroom and gone back for it. I proceeded to where Ayana and Komiya should have been waiting for us, feeling like I was just going along with whatever flow she dictated. Sumika covered the blade of the knife from the light, but she still had it in her hand. Do you have to carry it around like that? How am I supposed to react to something sudden if I keep it in my pocket? What? Was she really planning to go full Kill Bill if something like that happened? Self-defense! Perfectly legal! Ugh. Feeling a shudder run up my spine as I looked at her beaming smile, I couldn't find any other words to address her. I had a bad feeling about this. Ah, Yasunari, you found her! Ayana welcomed us with a relieved smile. I'm sorry for running off like that. No, don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're... Ayana! Eh? Komiya jumped forward as Ayana was about to step closer. Yeah! She crashed into Ayana, shoving her aside. Oh shit! It's them crazy eyes! When I looked at Sumika, I understood why. The thing she kept yapping about for self-defense was in a position ready to strike. She tried going after Ayana again. Komiya, take Ayana and run! I caught Sumika from behind. Komiya gave me a quick nod and, taking the hand of the confused Ayana, dashed toward the opposite end of the corridor. Wait! Let me go! Like hell I will! Calm down a little! Ah! She finally ceased struggling and collapsed to the ground. I let out a careful breath and slowly circled around her. I placed my knife on my hand on the knife's hilt, but she didn't even seem to fight for it. What the hell was that? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You don't go waving knives at people for no reason, do you? I really don't understand it. At that moment, I just suddenly felt this incredible hatred for Ayana-senpai, and I wanted her to disappear. I don't understand. She didn't even do anything to me. What the hell was going on? Gosu-senpai, do you think I'm going crazy? Yes! That or that knife is cursed in some way. Eh? Sumika regarded me with anxious eyes. Am I crazy? I'm crazy, aren't I? My head's a mess of thoughts I don't get. I suddenly feel like I hate Ayana a whole bunch of other things. Oop, typo. I don't understand why I'm here, or even what I am. I remembered something scary, something really, really terrible. Listening to her powerless voice, I frantically racked my brain. What is he? Had Itsuki told me just then? Gosu-senpai? What did he say she was? Oh shit, she really is a ghost. Why did I have to die? To be killed? Shibaya's name wasn't in the... Oh, that's right. Itsuki said it was unnatural for Shibaya Sumika to be here. Dun dun dun. Huh? The stream should be going. Oh! We're with Rio. Okay, it's been an hour. After we're done with this little Rio section, I'm going to save and quit. Is that okay? Okay. I wonder if Yasunari is alright. Hey! What is going on here? Ayana addressed me through her gasps for breath. What was going on? I wasn't sure about that myself. And Sumika, if that registry wasn't fabricated, then it was indeed very odd for her to be here with us. I wonder if she's still angry I ran away from her back then. Ayana's breathing finally evened out. Indeed, that was about the only reason I could think of, too. But was it something to go that far for? Now that I thought about it, I never asked why Ayana ran from Sumika back then. It was perfect timing to make things clear. It might sound weird, but I suddenly got really scared of her. I wonder why that was. I continued listening. You see, I'm scared of dolls. Not the kind you're carrying around. I'm okay with plush toys. But dolls that are designed like a girl. I asked her why. I don't know myself. I suddenly grew scared of them when I was a child. I used to have one, and I actually really liked it before my memory trouble. I always carried it around when I played with Yasunari. Were those always there? I slowly analyzed the information. I couldn't tell how it connected yet. But one day I suddenly became scared of it. Like really out of nowhere. I kept thinking it would try to kill me when it grew dark. Yasunari said there was nothing wrong with it. But I really couldn't stand it. So I stuffed it into the closet and never took it out since. That was probably related to the medicine. It was probably showing light effects from back when she was small. Medicine? I still get scared when I remember it. Back then it got so bad I even tied its hands together with string and put it as deep in the closet as I could. I wonder if it's still there. That sounded familiar. Actually, that sounded a lot like what Isuki found. He made up the part about the skeleton, but from all the information I currently had, I felt like it was Sumika who was trapped beyond that hole. Those two stories felt oddly similar. A student with no name in the registry that the two felt like they had known from the past, and Ayana being reminded by her of her old doll. Why did I have to die? To be killed? After those words, Sumika fell completely silent. Whew! Well, that was eventful. Save. Alright. Well. Wow. Yeah, I would keep going, but it's getting late, it's getting hotter in here, and my throat is really, really genuinely starting to hurt. So, I will... me and you fine people, and hopefully Angie next time, will all be here next week. I will post all of these tomorrow on May 23rd. And next Tuesday we will find out a little bit more about what the fuck is going on here. Is Sumika a doll? Is she a murder victim? Why is there a hole in the wall? Where are we? But until then, this is Sylvie, signing off. Good night, everybody.